I'm gonna say it. In my opinion, personal loot is the solution for Classic. It is a retail feature, but at this point, for the Classic player base, personal loot solves every issue. Yes, it's a retail feature, but fuck it. The Classic player base deserves personal loot.
I agree. I actually am for it because they just like all the issues, like literally all I hear is people complain about GDKPs. Then once they ban that, now people complain about the HRSR buying it, selling loot. Like it solves every single loot crisis, loot drama, loot issue that we have had. As a guild leader who has ran a guild in SOD, it did a guild in MOP, and now I'm doing a guild here. I've lost so many people due to just loot drama. And personal just makes it all RNGesus, and you pray, you either get the piece or you don't. There's no fuck you leadership for deciding this and me disagreeing, and it would just be a godsend in so many ways.
So okay, now hear me out. I think for TBC in this context, hypothetically, if they were to implement it, I think personal loot for all heroics, all dungeons, all like in-game things, right? Like personal loot. And Karazhan is personal loot. But 25 mans are like mass lootable. Like you get what I'm saying? So 25 man raids, you get the option, or no, I don't know, maybe just full personal loot. I don't know. Like I personally think from my perspective, and this is like my main reasoning for this is literally every other fucking forum post, every other post, every other conversation is quite literally bring back GDKPs, or I'm so sick of HR this, like 2x SR, but you get +1 for this or that, or you know, you can buy this item, or like just people selling shit. And it's like, it's people just won't shut the fuck up. It's just complaining after complaining. And don't get me wrong,
Exactly.
there's definitely some complaints that are valid. I'm not trying to say people's complaints are invalid. You know, you're allowed to be mad. You're allowed to complain. You're allowed to be upset. I have zero issue with people complaining. But legit, the number one complaint we see for like a lot of people is loot. So honestly, in my
Number one
personal
reason
opinion,
I lose guildies loot.
say that again.
It's the it's the number one reason people leave my guild is they didn't get this piece of loot. I went to someone else, shit like that.
Because of loot
This
council,
whole
right? Like a
this
lot
whole
of high
drama
end guilds run
with
loot
burning
council.
Interon today. Literally, personally, none of that's there. I don't wake up to 800 DMs from half the guild saying there's some drama.
I mean, like shit. I don't know. Like in my opinion, I think it's hard to say, but like maybe as a guild, you guys could have loot council, and then you can just have personal loot. So you just pick at the beginning of the run, and if it's 25 man plus, it's you can have the option. But I think otherwise, all loot should be personal loot. Like I think, in my opinion, like it's probably one of the only great features retail has done that's universally like acclaimed in retail. I think personal is one of the best things they've done. Game was intended to be played in guilds, not in pugs. That's not how modern culture is, though. Modern culture is very different. I do agree that the game was meant to be played in guilds, but like every day there's going to be thousands upon thousands, like probably like 20, 30, maybe even 50% of the player base that only pug. I don't want to say as high as 50 because I might be wrong on that. But there is enough people that do this shit that like personal loot shouldn't really hurt a guild for the most part. Let the people that come win their loot and just move on from it. It's not a big deal. I don't see how personal loot hurts you if
Kill the
somebody
dog.
else wins an
Kill the
item
dog.
that was only
Kill
going to
the
drop for
dog.
them anyways.
I don't see it hurting anything other than GDKP and hard res SR money making schemes. It's the only thing it hurts. And they also could have it to be optional, right? Like they can keep those systems in too for more player choice. Just make personal an option. Force personal in heroics, but let it be an option for raids.
And like I said, that would probably be like the smoothest, simplest way to do it, realistically put. I've seen so many level 70s with level 60 PvP gear still. Castles really need the crafted gear, but it's a pain to make, especially to reduce timeline. If you can't trade it and it's not an upgrade, personal loot feels terrible. Well, it should
I would
be
love
tradable.
people to trade. Yeah, I like tradable personal loot. Like just always tradable.
Like I think like it being tradable is a key facet there, because like in retail, like when I do a heroic, like when I did a heroic mana forge omega, I won gear that I already had a better version of, so I would trade it away, and so like that's fine, right? I'm okay with that. Then it'll be sold, right? But you have the option. If you're pugging, you don't have to give up your gear. It goes directly to you first. If the raid leader says give it to me or get kicked, you still got your loot. It goes to your bag first. You get what I'm saying, right? Like I think the issue with personal, it does solve that a lot of issues when it comes to pugging. Even though a lot of guilds as well, because I know a lot of GMs would absolutely happily, zero hesitation, go, yeah, personal loot. I'm not dealing with this. If you win, you win. If you don't, talk to them.
I would literally do dirty things for personal loot, and that's where I'm at. I woke up to over 100 DMs today about Burning's fucking sword or axe. Over 100 from like 10 different guildies because they did it in guild chat, then they took it to Discord, then they took it to my DMs, and it's just like it's an axe and we can get you another one. Like that's how I feel about it. I get you were wronged. I get it sucks. I get someone else got loot and you didn't. But like, you know what wouldn't have happened if personal loot wasn't a thing? Me waking up to that and having to re-drama for an hour just because I'm the guild leader.
No, I get what you're saying. Like I said, in my opinion, I think that, like, again, I don't know how you actually fix this issue with the whole game, but you need to make the game community focused, like, where everyone like feels like they have to play in a community, not pug culture, not GDKP culture. People should feel like they have to, they want to play with their guild in a community.
That would be amazing.
I don't know if that's ever gonna happen.
I don't know. I don't know if we can go back
like
to that though. That's the problem. Like I don't know how we go back to that.
I feel like that's an older style of gameplay compared to what a lot of modern people like play the game as, right? Like I think it just genuinely comes down to, I think at the end of the day,
kill these hounds.
I'm shooting. Now, to be fair, there's also the other side of the argument as well, right? Just add GDKP, add personal, add every loot system to the game and let people pick and choose.
Add them all. Let people play them all. I'm fine with that too.
Because we could say add personal loot, but what if they just added everything back? What if they just literally put everything back in the game, let all the fucking items, like all the loot systems in at the exact same time? Just give people the option to pick what they want.
If they add GDKP back, as long as they add personal loot also.
Wow, I got a 99 for that primal nether. Wow, that's so nice. Oh, that's so amazing. I even needed that badly. I mean, I needed it, but like, I didn't need to waste a 99 on it.
All three of you rolled 90s. 99, 98, 91.
Yeah, that's insane. Get bent. I don't want retail BS. Wait, what part was retail BS? I'm
personal loot is retail.
What'd you say?
Personal loot as a whole is just retail.
True. I mean, true. It is. But, like,
people will hate it because of that fact and that fact only.
Again, I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm genuinely not saying retail loot is the solution. But, like, I don't know how you make guilds feel like an impactful, powerful thing is. Can you clarify in chat, Kitty? I'm not sure exactly what you were responding. We've been jumping back and forth here. Like, in my opinion, I feel like we need to truly bring back culture and community and make the game like, and like make communities in general matter. I know I'm gonna comment saying,
again.
Eben, literally, just join a guild. Just join a guild. I'm not talking about the people that join a guild. I know they're gonna join a guild. Those people are always gonna join a guild and find a community. I think when it comes to like classic WoW, I think there has to be a way that everybody actually feels like the game and community matters. And maybe it doesn't feel like that because we know everything, right? Maybe it doesn't feel like that because we know every single thing. Everything is already checked. Everybody knows what's coming, how it's coming, what's BIS forever, what lasts for the whole phase, what's this, what's that. You know, like there's no mystery of what's coming next. Maybe that's part of the reason why like GDKP, pug culture has like exploded. Maybe the fact that there's no mystery to it is what's made like community die off.
I blame retail.
Well, what about retail?
It's all retail's fault. Retail ruined my WoW.
Okay,
I'm
well,
just being a brain dead classic player. Don't
no.
worry.
At the end of the day, honestly, like, don't take people's options away. But like, I actually don't know how you make guilds feel more important, impactful. I'm gonna be real. I don't think there's a solution. I can't think of one, at least. I can't think of a solution.
The solution is allow every swarm. So put personal loot in and bring back GDKP.
But how does that make guilds matter again? If you add GDKP back, it's gonna become the most popular fucking guild system, period. Listen, Blizzard truly doesn't want a good classic or a classic plus. They want to force everybody to play retail. Okay, I don't think that's correct. I think that's a bit crackpot.
They've already said that the player bases are completely different player bases. Or healer DC.
Bro, you cannot convince me that Ian and the devs didn't personally make TBC content easily clearable and also made a well PvP ass win hella layers, all the forced people to try midnight WoW. Maybe, but
people, TBC is the most popular right now, and it's getting 15 layers a night.
It is incredibly popular.
I don't think that's
like,
the case.
Like right now, at literally, what time is it? It is
my
quite
goodness,
literally
there they are.
1:30 p.m. in the middle of the fucking day. And it is 8 layers. That's a really good fucking healing gloves. No, that's a DP, that's enhancement. I mean elemental. Look, at the end of the day, there's only one thing to say. Just give the people the ability to play the game how they want to play, because policing it doesn't seem to fucking work. They banned GDKP, now we have this hard res meta where people sell shit, and the multiple SRs get resources for this or that. Like, the people that were going to play in the guild were always playing in the guild, even during GDKPs. I think banning GDKP just made the GDKP pugs just lose their mind and crash out, honestly. I don't even give a shit about GDKP. I gotta be real, I don't even give a fuck anymore. But just like the forums are constantly people bitching about each other. And I'm making a video bitching about the bitching. It is what it is.